Welcome back to Black Girl Couch Reviews. I'm your host, Christina. We're back to talk about the 5th episode of Archer of Season 5, Southbound and Down, written by Adam Reed and Ben Hoffman. I thought this was an okay episode. It's nice to see the whole gang out, and I had a couple of chuckles here and there, but for the most part, while I do like the camaraderie between Pam and Archer, it sometimes doesn't work as well as other episodes, and this is one where it was okay, just okay. Before we jump into the review, wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever good podcasts can be found, go down to the rating section, drop some stars, leave a review. My social media will be there as well. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to send feedback, blackgirlcouch@gmail.com.
Let's go.
Finally, Ray gets the ability to walk again and needs a blowtorch to remove his shit and piss-stained underwear. I think you also should just sit in some bath water every hour on the hour. Just really hot, scented water. They interrupt Cherlene, saying that she does not do airplanes anymore, despite all the times that they mentioned she's been on an airplane. They've done a lot of name dropping things that happened in season 1, like when Cyril choke banged her on the blimp. And this is a problem because as her manager, Malory, she's finally got her a gig on a show that's kind of a knockoff of another show, but it's something. So Archer has taken this opportunity to take the whole gang on a bus trip across the country for free advertising, with Cherlene just very boldly laid out on the bus. He's trying to live out his Burt Reynolds fantasy since he didn't get the car he wanted when he was 30 for his birthday. Lana seems to know more about Archer than his own mother. She also refuses to get into the car with Archer, which he also purchased, and must exchange snappy dialogue underscored with sexual tension with Pam. Malory barks that if they miss the taping, she won't be responsible for her actions. Are you ever? Lana remarks. Says single and pregnant. Oh, wait.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Cyril is stuck driving the bus for 18 hours since Krieger is utilizing Ray to enact his Hitler fantasies while the adults are away in his underwear, of all things. This is not funny anymore. It's not meant to be funny. Mallory uncharacteristically apologizes, admitting that she's stressed over Cherlene making it big, since she is owed 50% of her royalties. And after the takedown of ISIS and Ron's divorce, she has lost everything. Not to mention her son is worse at being a drug dealer than at being an agent, something he overhears. But shouldn't it all be shocked too here? Archer disregards his assessment because he believes he is the best secret agent. She's like, meh. And points out that he has 100 pounds of coke in the RV with no plan whatsoever on how to offload it, figuring people in Texas would buy it, needing something to forget they live there. Maybe a whole town willing to commit suicide. So Pam cross-references towns with football teams. And a black person who recently moved there. 18 hours later, Pam, like the Energizer Bunny, is still going, seeing as she has been indulging in a lot of those cocaine cupcakes. Having put Archer to sleep with a dart, her handle is Snowball. Not for the cupcakes or the cocaine, but whatever she does at them truck stops.
Me so horny. Me love you long time.
A biker gang is trying to get their attention, get them to pull over, and since she may have definitely told someone about how much coke there was in the RV, that is the reason why they then decide to shoot out its tires. Because Cyril sucks at everything, the pregnant woman has to take over. Cherlene thinks they are there to kidnap her and eagerly awaits the beginning of her stardom via gang molestation.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Worse, she was genuinely mad at Lana, saying, "Why do you always have to ruin everything for me?" Archer becomes angrier as he cannot find the gun in the garbage can that has become his ride. "Are you sure you brought it?" That's when he realized Pam has lost his gun in a game that she's not good at playing, causing him to pull the emergency brake because that's what he needs to give her the curse out that he feels that she deserves. Lana is able to evade the bikers, causing many to go into intensive care later on if and when they gain consciousness. But then they crash because Archer has parked the car in the middle of the road. Pam begs Archer not to out her actions since this is all her fault. And they're good buddies despite the fact that she gave him the code name Lickback. And since it's usually him fucking things up and being chewed out and having the look of disappointment from the crew, he can sympathize and keeps mum. Just as they are back on the road, they have another problem, which is the cops. Lana's ready to pull over. Malory doesn't want to do so because they're this close to Curtin. Not to mention, she liked to revisit the kidnapping idea with Cherlene. So she says that Archer can go ahead and be a diversion. That's when, because no one knows how to use I don't even know what you call that, the walkie. No, that's not what you call it when it's in the car, but that's the only word I have right now. But no one knows how to use the button correctly. And so Pam reveals that they can't pull over. Like, we have to, how are we going to do something with the coke in the car? And that's how they find out. And then that's when Pam says, "No, I moved the coke over in this car." And Malory's like, "Sounds good to me." The way she casually just took the exit was hilarious. Cherlene makes it to the concert, but she performs the song from Smokey Bandit as her own. Pam likes that coke has made her thinner, has given her big boobs. People like her more. But he points out they liked her a lot better the way she was. At least a lot more than they like her now, despite now being bangable. But how am I supposed to bang you if you're dead? The lawmen chasing them are simply a part of the biker gang trying to rob them still, so they decide to dump the coke. Something Pam divulges because that's what buddies do. And that sums up the episode. Not a very long review. Like I said, it was just kind of there. I gave it a 7.8 out of 10. While I do like the ensemble cast episodes, I think this was one of their weaker ones, in my personal opinion. But what do you think? I'd love to hear from you. You can put your comments below, or you can send that to blackgirlcouch@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Until the next time, peace, hair grease, and black girl magic.